Hello everybody, welcome back to Ostomy Innovations. This is Nicole. This channel we talk about IBS, Crohn's disease, any gastrointestinal issues, but of course ostomies. We also touch on mental health issues and basically ways that we can manage those symptoms. Today I just want to make a quick impromptu video because I had an incident the other day and I had not had this incident in quite a long time, and it was quite embarrassing and made me realize I need to be more proactive about my problem, my issue, my Crohn's disease, my ostomy. So once in a while I'll catch myself not bringing supplies with me. Once in a great while. I got so used to living in my van for a few years and traveling that I just always took that for granted because I always had my van with me and I had everything I owned in it. So needless to say, I did have, in this incident, I did have supplies, but what I didn't have is extra clothing, and that's what I want to talk about. So basically, my friend called me and it was kind of an impromptu thing. She asked for a ride somewhere for me to pick her up, and it was quite a drive. It was a good 2 hours there, 2 hours back. And nevertheless, I did come home before I went to pick her up, but just, you just don't ever think about it. When things don't happen to you often enough, you take those things for granted. And, like I said, I can remember a few times where I didn't bring supplies with me because I just feel like I know my bowels so well. And then these things happen and then it brings you back down to reality and realizing shoot, I don't always know my bowels. I don't always know what's going to happen. And needless to say, so we're driving back and I had been constipated for a few days, but knowingly, I know why, but nevertheless, I had taken Miralax and which I usually do daily anyways, but I had taken a quicker dose, meaning usually I take it at night and I took it early afternoonish. So because I usually struggle with constipation, has been more of my thing. I mean, both obviously, but nevertheless. So we're driving back. I picked her up. We're driving back and I felt all of a sudden that bag fill up, but not just the fill up, the gas fill up, which is totally different than just filling your bag. You can fill your bag and it's full, but when there's when the gas is in there and it's not coming out, because it's so overly full, that that if you don't do something about this, you could have a complete blowout. And that would it's never good when that happens. I've had it happen a couple times, and yeah, we just know that this is so not cool, especially when you don't have extra clothing. And that's what happened. Well, that's not what happened, but here's what happened. I didn't have the extra clothing. So we found a rest area. I go in and I change my bag, but the consistency of it was so runny that as soon as I took my bag off, even I know what I need to do, right? Slip the bag under my plastic bag that I put the contents into. But even when I moved that, I had all this drippage and drainage, and it went right on my jeans that were below me. Luckily, it missed my underwear, but it doesn't matter. It still got all over my jeans. And I was in my car. I'm not living out of the van anymore. I'm in a different unit. So I didn't have all my clothes with me. And I mean, yeah, it was not good. So I'm in the rest area bathroom trying to clean it up and, go back out to the car and just kind of explain to my friend, I'm so sorry in advance if you smell anything, because this is what happened. And yeah, so here, I've been thinking that I've been being slick for the last few years. And slick as I mean like carrying this small purse. So I get tired of people asking, you'll be with people, right? And either they're friends, male friends, or even sometimes female friends who are also carrying a small purse or not carrying a purse at all. You're carrying a big purse and they want to put everything in your purse. And I just then at the end of wherever you're at, it's like the neck that's hurting because you're carrying all this extra stuff in your purse, And so for the last few years, I've been slick at carrying small purses where I can't fit anything other than my stuff in there, because I don't want to carry everybody's stuff. Then I'm in charge of everybody's stuff. Then I'm responsible for everybody's stuff. And I just want to be responsible for my stuff. And I only want to carry my stuff. So, in thinking about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to start carrying a bigger purse again, because we need to be prepared for when these things happen. And I'm not anymore. And it's just, it's just reality striking me that I needed to make a video about this, the importance of having this emergency kit with you, and thinking that we can just be ostomates and just go out into our lives bye, I'll be back in, no big deal. No, and I've been doing this for how many years? It's just, like I said, I think the idea of realizing that I was living in this van and I had all my stuff, but even before that, I didn't carry an extra pair of clothes, and I really should be. So I'm going to start, I don't know, I have all these regular bags I could use, but I do need a bigger purse. And so now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm going to need a bigger purse. I'm going to need to carry, so a separate pair of clothing. I had jeans on, and thinking about the size of what jeans and the material that these particular jeans were, you wouldn't want to carry an extra maybe pair of jeans with. But if something happens to those jeans that you're wearing, maybe a pair of leggings that are small enough to fit in a plastic bag inside your purse. I have to start doing this now, because hindsight's 2020. You just never know when this stuff's gonna happen. I really wasn't expecting that. Either way, I don't know. Maybe my symptoms are kind of coming up. Maybe I'm going through a little stress, and maybe that's why this is happening. I just really thought I had things figured out. And sometimes, as ostomates or Crohn's, IBS, any of that, we think we have it figured out, and then we find out we don't. So anyways, what I want to say is carry your emergency bag with you. I'm going to start. I can't just tell everybody else to do it when I'm not doing it. And not that I've ever told you to, but I'm telling you, we should probably do that. Because you just never know, right? You just never really know. So emergency supplies, backup shirt, t-shirt, whatever, just leggings, socks. just have a few things on you, on your person, in your bag, just in case. I think I'll probably make a follow-up video to this on a more extensive note when I start thinking about this a little bit more. But I just really wanted to make a video, one, to get it off my chest, because it can be a little bit embarrassing. Granted, this friend is definitely somebody who's down to earth and is nowhere in judgmental at all. That's good. But thinking about being at work, a lot of times I've been at work and not had anything with me, especially in the last, year since 6 months or so that I've been driving a car to and from wherever I'm working. I would have had to go home. I would have had to totally go home, because you can't even go to the store like that. You can't go to the store with stuff all over you. So again, once I start thinking about more of what I'd want in this emergency kit besides clothing and emergency supplies, if there's anything else I can think of, I'm gonna make a new video. But in the meantime, I'm just saying, yeah, let's do that. Thank you for being here, and if you like my videos, please like the video, thumbs up, and then subscribe if you want to hear more of me ranting and raving about my embarrassing moments. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being my refuge. And yeah, any comments, leave some comments below, like what else you think I should carry in my supply kit, my emergency supply kit, so that we're ready and prepared. All right, thank you. Have a good night.